Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a video on how to remove the quarter and back glass on this wagoneer I've been working on. Fortunately, the way they design these things is they've got the hard chrome or black chrome around it, and if it gets dinged, which is what happened to this one,
ding, ding.
You have to pull and replace the whole glass because they don't replace that trim. So it's all encapsulated. It's encapsulated part. So, and the way they're designed, you can't just cut them out from the outside. You have to really do it from the inside out. So we're going to cover that in this video today. Going to remove the interior trim paneling on that quarter glass, and then the back glass is a little more involved. There's not too much. It's plastic hatch. Gotta love those. Can't really remove a whole lot, but you can remove enough to where you can get the glass out. So now this one has the black chrome, and I absolutely love that it came with a protective film on here, because I did one recently that out of the box it did not have the protective film, and I ended up scratching the chrome, and on it was chrome, not black, and it was an expensive one to replace. But I mean, you do want to pull this upper trim, which is just clipped on, as you can see, comes up. Those are the ones I've done. The bead of adhesive is not a big bead of adhesive. It's actually really small, so it's not too terrible to cut out, but you have to be able to cut it out from the inside for the most part. And to do that without damaging anything or taking a chance, because this is an expensive vehicle, the Wagoneer's very nice, you have to pull this interior trim. So I start by taking the fasteners that are behind here and just start working it down. Now here on the side, you got to pry this down. It's got some clips, and you probably don't need to take it all the way off, but you do need to have access to this fastener here, because that's going to hold on your outer trim. This has a fastener on this end and on the other end, and then the rest of it just pops straight up. I actually made the mistake of pulling the silver screws. When you take this part, you don't need to take those out. When I was very first one I ever did, you're just focused on the black fasteners that are up there. Once you got this light out in the center, you got to disconnect your washer fluid line. Now I'm in trouble. Not entirely. Get my fingers out of there. There we go. Gotta press the ends, or the sides. Ooh. In my opinion, what makes these difficult is that your interior trim, a lot of vehicles you can pull off and remove. This is not. This is all welded together. It's this plastic hatch. So you can't remove these inner trim, but you can remove this piece here. That's going to give you access to your wiper motor and all that stuff. And it's popped in there, and we're going to take it out too. Okay, so popping it loose, got your standard little clips. Be sure to disconnect your light. Got one here before you take the panel off. One here, and I think on the other side. So you don't yank that apart. All right. And evidently I didn't pop this off, so be sure to pop that off. That'll come off, and then your rest of your panel comes off. When you are running your fiber line, you want to keep your line as far away from the glass as possible. Of course, you can't see it, but your defrost connector comes all the way up here to the side, but the line comes down and connects it. So you just got to make sure you wrap your line to get around this for both sides. The first one I did, I pulled that right off the glass because I had no idea. So there's your bead of adhesive, really thin. So you can take a cold knife across top and cut into the plastic hatch right there. That's what that is. Here on the bottom, it's just really thin, doesn't have to be thick. When you go back in with a new bead of adhesive, it doesn't have to be overbearing. Just seal it. I guess now would also be a good time to point out that the Wagoneer, the Grand Wagoneer, has two different models. They have the Grand Wagoneer, and then they have the Grand Wagoneer L, which has a longer wheelbase. And with a longer wheelbase, you do need a longer quarter glass. I did sell a Grand Wagoneer quarter glass to somebody in California, and then they took a picture holding it up, and it was obviously not big enough. That's because theirs was a Grand Wagoneer L, and the one I was selling was just a Grand Wagoneer. I didn't even realize the difference until after that, but this piece